welcome to the Hershey Center for tonight's PL matchup between the visiting Brampton Battalion and the hometown Mississauga IceDogs. This marks the 6th out of 8 meetings between the two clubs this season, and it should be a good one, folks. Good evening, Sam Cosentino along with you. Up in the booth, Doug Anderson and Bill Cole. Well, as we said earlier, this one should be a fantastic hockey game. The two teams have been awaiting this game for some time now, in fact, just over a month. The last time these two teams got together, January 15th, right here at the Hershey Center. It looked to be a 4-3 win for the IceDogs, but after a protest by Brampton coach Stan Butler, the tides were turned. All of the Mississauga IceDogs records were stricken, and then the Brampton Battalion were given the 2 points in the standings.
So there is our ceremonial first face-off. Jay McClement and Dan Siska, the respective captains of their club, in to take the ceremonial first draw. We get set for the opening face-off here in the first period of play, and you know, the tempo of the first 5 or 6 minutes of this hockey game, Bill, should tell the story.
Yeah, and again, you never know what you're going to see. I would expect you would see both teams come out very aggressive tonight. The IceDogs had that tough weekend, big win here Friday night against Barrie, then followed that up with losses in Plymouth on Saturday and St. Mike's on Sunday. That was a big loss. They led that game 1-0 and 2-1. They led a 2-1 midway through the third period, gave up a couple of quick goals, and that could certainly come back to haunt them.
And that's 2 points that Coach Steve Ludzik would want to have back, that's for sure. Tremp with Lyons and Siska up front for the Battalion. They'll start with what's been their most consistent line of late. Ryan Olahan at center, Chris Clayton on the right side, Adam Henrik on the left side. Here we go. The battle appeal is underway. Hotham to Skorahad. Skorahad tips it ahead the Lions. That'll go inside Battalion territory. A bit due to injury. Healthy scratch once or twice as well. Takes a run at Adam Henrik. Olahan going wide, gets around Miracle. Olahan feeds it in front. Young shot, big save from Harpwood. First big opportunity of the game. Rudisella tries to keep it out of harm's way. Banks it around the far boards again. Jarrett on the far side with Petkoff. Petkoff to Volsky. McClement in front, he scores! Volsky to McClement, Battalion lead 1-0.
Yeah, Harpwood no chance on that. That was a nifty little feed from the corner right in the tape. McClement wasted no time putting it upstairs. Brampton takes a 1-0 lead here, about 7.5 into the opening period. Well, for McClement, that's number 15 of the season. See Curran standing in front of the net, just didn't pick him up. You can see from his reaction right after this goal, he knew what happened. Just see 11 just sort of cruising through the front of the net at that point.
Jacina across the blue line. First shot on net, hits Topic. Banked off the boards. Here comes Clayton to the wide side. Fed out in front, they score! Adam Henrik from Chris Clayton. Quickly, it's 2-0 for the Battalion.
Adam Henrik with his 25th goal of the season, Doug, and once again, not a whole lot Harpwood could do in front of the net, pretty much all by himself. We talked about Clayton off the top, and again, a nice little feed in front, and a quick one-timer from Clayton.
Adam Henrik has very, very soft hands. Nice one-timer, beating Harpwood over the shoulder. I'm coming up the stairs. I've got my media notes in my hand, and this nice lady in an IceDog sweater stops me and says, "You know what? Every time you do a game, you're so pro-Battalion." And I said, "Well, hopefully, you know, that you enjoyed the broadcast and things are great." I leave because I forgot a piece of work downstairs. I go back down. I'm on my way up. I get stopped by a young man in a Battalion jacket, and he said the exact same thing 5 minutes apart. And I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm too pro IceDog when they play together. And I thought, now that's a rivalry that you're going to have fun with. In front, Harpwood trying to keep it out of harm's way. Loose puck in the slot. Fraser takes a crack at it. Diving swipe from Danny Ravel. It goes down the ice for icing. To a zone. They take it. They make sure the puck stays to the outside, and they take the man. Rowan across the blue line, leaves it for Krebs. In front, backhand shot. Harpwood makes the save off Brent Burns.
Again, defense just backs in. Rob Shrimp in position of all people there to try to stop him. And again, Matt Harpwood called upon to make a big stop. The IceDogs need somebody to come out here, throw a big hit, do something to try to settle things down here a little bit and turn some momentum.
You know, it's funny too, from the battalion side of things, we're seeing them really roll two lines with a third line just sort of every fourth or fifth shift. And Young will leave it. It'll go all the way down inside of the IceDogs territory. Battalion sending fresh troops over the boards. Dangerously out in front. Puck is loose in the crease area. Harrison there to get it to the defender, and that's Schwantz up for Brown. Nice move by Brown to get away from Hawley. Has a man heading to the front of the net. In front, tipped. Harpwood makes the save. They score! Well, the referee hasn't blown it down as far as they're going to say Harpwood made the save. I'd like to see that on the replay. Matt Harpwood, big leather to take a goal away from Tyler Harrison. How close was this one?
Harrison thought he'd scored on the rebound. Once again, he just walks right through the defense, gets a little tip in front, bangs away at his own rebound. I don't know, they must have whistled it because they lost sight of the puck, but IceDogs with a break there.
Volsky shot.
Again, Volsky comes clean off the faceoff circle.
Tyler Eady replaces Jacina. Krebs with Rowan. Krebs to the middle. Wrist shot, he scores! Camille Krebs with a blazing wrist shot, beating Matt Harpwood to the glove side.
Eady and Skorod they just kept backing in. Camille Krebs able to walk in and tee it up. He had all sorts of time, Doug, and that's obviously a problem. Camille Krebs, we'll see in the replay. Look at all this time. Defense just backs in. Skorahod late coming. Actually, I'm sorry, it was Hotham, not Skorahod, that just backed in. Skorahod didn't even get back in the chase. Walks in off that back foot, all kinds of leverage, rips it up high, and 3-0 now with a minute and a half to go in this first period. Camille Krebs for the 16th of the season.
Number of shots on goal, it's the scoring opportunities, but shots on goal are 25-5, and I'll bet you the scoring opportunities are 15-6. Backhand shot from Siska. Rebound, Shrimp. Big pad save from Brad Topping. Back-to-back saves from Topping. Left here in the second period. A goal now by the IceDogs would put them back in this game. Fraser takes a huge hit from Dan Buccello behind the net. Some speed through center, gets it over to McClement. McClement across the blue line, stops, takes the hit from Curran, gives it back to Young. Lots of space. Young fires it and scores. 5-on-3. Kevin Young makes it a 4-0 hockey game, and that is sweet for Kevin Young.
Yeah, Kevin Young, the reason they were on the 5-on-3 is he basically stood there and took it from Rippon. And he just walked in and ripped one himself for Kevin Young. That is his 10th of the season. Walked in and no chance at all.
Watch Kevin Young as McClement takes the hit to get the pass back to Young. Lots of room. He lets it fly, and Harpwood really didn't have a shot at that one. You going to be signing pictures and autographs then?
I might be signing that day.
Burns out in front, gets it back, feeds it to the side, hops over the stick. McClement shot, huge glove save from Matt Harpwood. You know what? This could be a 6 or 7-0 finish, and Matt Harpwood would still get a start.
Absolutely. Jay McClement all sorts of time in front to tee this thing up. See, the IceDogs just lost. They don't seem to have any idea where the puck is. Comes right out to McClement. He tees it up. That's a big glove save. Keeps it 4-0 anyway. 28 now. 5-on-3 for a minute 23. Obviously, if the IceDogs are going to get in this game, they're going to have to get at least one here.
Dan Siska starts things off, popping the goal just 10 seconds into the third period, and it's a 4-1 hockey game. Dan Siska just walked in from the point, teed it up, and beat Brad Topping
cleanly. Dan Siska with his 31st goal of the season. Comes just as Kevin Youngs did for Brampton with a 5-on-3 situation, so the Dogs will still be in the power play here for another minute and 48 seconds.
5 men down low. This is dangerous. Bouncing it off the board. Schremp has the puck. Schremp, circle, shot, tipped over top of the net by Rudisella. Ice Dogs doing great on this power play, moving the puck around. They score! Rob Schremp makes it 4-2 with 35 seconds left in the penalty. Hello, folks, we have a hockey game.
And Siska with a little pass out from behind the net and a quick one-timer from Rob Schremp. Schremp scoring his 18th goal of the season here on the power play. A couple of power play goals, get them right back in it. You can see Siska just very quickly whips that out to Schremp. Topping again, hard pressed to stop it.
We talked about Rob Schremp building confidence, shooting the puck more. Luby dishes off for Houlihan. Houlihan across the blue line. Watch closely. In front. Looking for Chris Clayton. Schwantz has it poked away by Ravel. Right in on goal. Danny Ravel scores! 4-3.
Got 3 goals here for the Ice Dogs, and boy, talk about getting right back in this hockey game. Danny Ravel with a nice burst of speed, poked that puck away and walked in from a not a great angle, but still able to beat Brad Topping. Topping looks a little shell-shocked. You see this play develop as he just knocked that away from Eric Schwantz. Walked in, beat him low along the ice.
And Kevin Couture, who started against the Owen Sound attack, is getting dressed at the battalion bench, looking to come into this hockey game to replace Brad Topping. And Topping hasn't lifted his head looking toward the bench. Finally, the signal comes and Kevin Couture comes into the net for the battalion. 3 goals in 3 minutes and 22 seconds for the Ice Dogs. Something we saw against the Barrie Colts. The Ice Dogs in a flurry, and again they did it when they were on the road. 3 and 4 goals in under 3 and 4 minutes time. When they are hot, they are hot. In, poked ahead, McClement can't get it away. Chris Curran follows up. Lojak, loose puck in the slot. Oh my. Then Scott Rosendale then ran over Tyler Eady. Rosendale trying to get at Chris Curran now. Eady and Rosendale looking to go.
Curran just dumped it in front. You can see Couture, tough time finding that puck. Eady standing there, he just got whipped to the ice. Martin Lojak in strong, Rosendale in strong as well. Then Rosendale throws a couple of left.
His puns, we have alliteration. Greg Jacina, inside out move, almost tied the game. Kevin Couture threw the big pad out and made the save. This got back for Roshanen with time, rifles it just wide. I think Pavel didn't realize he had a clear shot at the net. Here comes Houlihan with Henrik. Houlihan feeds it out in front. Henrik puts it home and extends the lead to 5-3.
Henrik picked up the step, so did Houlihan, and that's a huge goal obviously for Brampton. Restores the 2-goal lead. Little insurance for them. Adam Henrik with his 2nd of the night, 26th of the season. Houlihan, that's a nice little backhand pass right on the tape.
Adam Henrik, 4 goals shy of the 30-goal plateau. Harrison down the ice and wide. O'Sullivan back to pick it up. Time has run out on the Ice Dogs. They will lose a 5-3 decision at home to the Brampton Battalion. For the Battalion, a big win as they will go 1 point up on Toronto St. Michael's Majors for first place in the Central Division. Ice Dogs still have a 2-point lead on the Kingston Frontenacs for the final playoff spot, and Friday's game in Kingston will be huge.
Yeah, it's huge. Lead still 2. Siska, Shrimp and Ravel in the first 3:22 of that period to get them close, but Adam Henrik iced it with that goal of his, the second of the game at 14:53. Shots on goal in the third. Mississauga 23, Brampton 4.
Carbon copy of the first period and the reverse negative, as they say. 22-4 was the final shots. So you got to believe Stan Butler's not too happy with his troops after the third period of play. We're going to come back with more of OHL Primetime. The final score, the Brampton Battalion 5, the Mississauga IceDogs 3.
Welcome back to the Hershey Center. A 5-3 final for the Brampton Battalion. Well, the Battalion led it 4-0 after 2 periods, and then the IceDogs battled back with 3 goals in a span of 3 minutes and 23 seconds to start the third period. And then things went awry, with Brampton getting a couple more goals for a 5-3 final. The first star in the game tonight, Adam Henrik, and he joins us now after scoring 2 goals, now with 26 on the season, and these games always seem to have a little extra fire. Do you guys enjoy that, or is it a little bit nerve-wracking?
Oh, you always know it's gonna be both. You know, you're gonna enjoy it as well. It's gonna be nerve-wracking, but you know, we came out hard flying, and you know they came out strong in the third, and we didn't come out as hard as they did, and you know that cost us for 3 goals. We knew we had to get one back, so you know I went out there and just got the job done. But you know everyone contributed tonight. You know both goalies played great, everyone, and we're happy with the 2 points.
Now, the similar situation the last time here. You guys were down a little bit, Mississauga up, and then Mississauga rallied back before the whole protest deal. Now, what is it? You guys get a lead here, and then you sit back, or what seems to be kind of the issue in closing out games?
You know, I don't know what it is. You know, it happened to us last time too, and unfortunately they got the win. But you know, we got the 2 points back, which is good for us. But like I said, you know, I think we were down 2 men coming into the third, which didn't help us at all. And they got an excellent power play. You know, all those great players out there. So, but you know, they got the 3 goals, and like I said, we came and battled back, and we knew we had to do that. You know, coming into the third, we knew we had to. If that's going to happen, we're going to have to play the last 10 minutes really hard, and that's what we did. So.
Now, as it stands right now, 1 point ahead of the St. Michael's Majors for first spot in that Central Division. That gives you home ice as opposed to finishing 6th in the conference. Like, how big a deal is that for you guys?
Well, that's huge for us. You know, we've been talking about that for the last, I think, 3 or 4 weeks. You know, us and St. Mike's have been there buried too. But, you know, now that us and St. Mike's are in the running there, you know, we want to get ahead of them. Like, playoff home ice is huge, you know. We, with the fan support and everything, you know, the crowd, the atmosphere, you always want to have the home ice advantage, and that's what we're looking to get. So
we've got both your goals here on tape. If you want to just take us through them.
There's the first one just happened. Actually, you know, both I drove the net. Both times actually. We had 2-on-1s, and my winger, my center and my winger actually just fed them to me, and I was going hard to the net, just put it up top, and you know, and just drove the net basically, and I got it. That's about it.
So Olahan and Clayton are the guys you play with. We talked to Olahan last game. He really enjoys playing on the line with you 2 guys. And how do you feel about the whole thing?
Oh, that's great. I think we have great chemistry on our line. And me and Clayton have been played together for 3 years. And Houlihan, just a new guy, and he works hard every game. You get the same out of him, defensively, offensively. So, you know, I'm happy with our line. And everyone, you know, we just go out there, do our best, and see what happens, you know. So we're happy with that.
Well, congratulations. 2 goals tonight and a 5-3 win on your run to 30 and on your run to the playoffs.
Thanks a lot.
We're back tomorrow night with the Brampton Battalion against the Oshawa Generals. Adam Henrik joining us tonight's first star. Oh, very interesting. 2 points battled for, fought hard for, and won tonight by the Brampton Battalion. The final score, 5-3. We're back with more OHL Primetime tomorrow night right here for you fans in Brampton. For Doug Anderson and Bill Cole, I'm Sam Cosentino saying good night. We'll see you tomorrow.